So, welcome to today's practice. Today, we'll be doing a meditation and an active work on ourselves. So, welcome. If you're here for the first time, thank you for joining. Thank you for joining me, Nikhil. I am a meditation coach, a life coach, and my main aim in life is to bring mindfulness and its skills to everyone who may need it, because these are beautiful skills, these are amazing skills, these are skills that may be really necessary and help you in your journey. So, in today's practice, we will be reflecting and we will be using our breath as our anchor. So, let us begin. Always remember that everything you hear is an invitation. So, feel free to do something different if you need to take care of yourself. So I invite you to be eyes closed or maybe leaving it softly focused in front of you. Finding a posture that you find comfortable with a good foundation, sit bones pressing down, feet firmly planted. If you are sat on a chair, finding a way to be both upright and relaxed. Sitting with a sense of calmness and alertness, knowing that your body and mind is here with you. Inviting a sense of relaxation and ease to yourself today. Maybe there is a few areas of discomfort, tension, tightness. Just tuning into the stability of this posture you are in, however you are. Inviting the body to relax. May the body relax. Feeling held by the earth and in harmony with gravity. From here, allow your attention to settle into the body. Notice if it's centered somewhere. Often it can feel like it's in the head. If it is, allowing attention to drop down into and through the body. Noticing your chest, belly, thighs, knees, down into feet. Just let attention settle and drop down into your body. Noticing sensations in the body. See if you can rest around those sensations, softening around the edges, allowing them to be there, recognizing them without being caught up in them. Seeing what's going on in the body from the inside. Notice from this embodied perspective. that the breath is breathing itself. It's happening all by itself. It's actually breathing you. And when you're out of breath, the in breath happens all by itself. And when you reach the maximum amount of breath, there's a release that happens all by itself. And this natural breath happens all by itself without any effort on your part. So just allow the breath to breathe you, noticing that this is happening. Breathing in, notice breathing in. Breathing out, just notice breathing out. You can support this noticing with a silent mental note, silently noting to yourself in as you are breathing in, silently noting to yourself out as you are breathing out. And if the mind becomes absorbed in something other than the breath, simply notice that it has wandered and return to the breath, noting in as you're breathing in and noting out as you're breathing out. Being with it without needing to control it, just riding the wave of the breath in and out, becoming a connoisseur of the breath, enjoying this intimate pleasure in and out. And as you stay with the breath, your experience of it may change. That's okay. Just allowing it to change, staying with the process, returning when we get lost, returning to this body, to this breath that's breathing itself, whether we are with it or not. So, what is the breath like right now? Where do you notice it? Just tuning in, sensing. What is the breath like? For the last few minutes, just allow your attention to rest evenly without the need to tune into the breath, just being open and aware, resting in this field of awareness, in the simple experience of knowing what is, of being what is. Just simply coming back to your stillness, to the environment you are in, to the place you are in, just simply relaxed and ready to take on what's next. So you're able to hear see this. So just give me a acknowledgement if you are able to see this and read it clearly. So in this exercise, what we are going to do is have a conversation with the inner child within us. So we talk about the inner child, we reflect on the inner child, but now it's time to take the action. What do we do about all of this? It is important to recognize that there are certain parts of us, we can call it the child, that needs love and support, or it can be just any areas of life which we want to recognize that is difficult right now. But with this practice, what we can do is start to take the necessary steps to overcome them. So these are some questions and prompts that can help you really take over that narrative for yourself. So in this today's practice, we are going to walk through some of the questions that can help us really reflect more deeply and overcome those difficult times with kindness and compassion. So, in this exercise, so if you have a pen and paper, or if you want to just close your eyes and just maybe even listening to the questions and see what comes up, however you wish to practice, this is your practice. For me, I like to sometimes ruminate, sometimes write it down. So, doesn't really matter how you process it, but the idea is you're asking yourself these questions which can help you really transform the way in which you work. So imagine the person you are talking to is you can call it the younger self, you can call it the beginner self, or you at a time when you found life and situation most difficult. It could be younger, it could be any age really, but an area where you are able to discuss with yourself. So discussing with yourself how you felt then and what you're going through now by going through these following questions. So you are having this discussion with a part of you, or a you which needs some support. So the first question is, how do you feel about what is happening? And this is a open question. First question is, how do you feel? How do you feel about what is happening in this specific situation that is most difficult for you? So this is a self-reflection which you use for some difficulty within yourself. So how do you feel about this happening? So for example, for me, I'm feeling difficult to understand the future, or not knowing the future, and uncertain about it makes me feel unsettled, anxious, depressed, sad, and a bit overwhelmed. So these are the feelings right now when I think about certain aspects of my future as that, as a self. It could be a younger self, it could be a self right now, it could be really anything. But the idea is like, how do you feel about what is happening? And just getting really close to this feeling. And if this is pertaining to an event or something which you have gone through in the past, which may be difficult, and then the next question you can ask yourself is, the event situation affects my life in the following ways. So, what are the ways in which it affects your life right now? So, it is making me procrastinate, is one way. It is making me lazy. It is making me, so the uncertainty about the future that in front of me is making me procrastinate, making me doubt myself. And I am currently feeling a lot of pain. This uncertainty is uncertainty a of the future and what it's going to hold for me is making me nervous, worried about my actions. So these are the questions you can ask. It's like we are getting really deep into a reflective session, which probably we might not have done in the past, but so bear with me because this is very important to go through. And then once we understand how its situation affects us, how you are feeling, then the next question actually opens up for a bit more of a clarity is, what could others have done for you to help? This really changed the perspective. This really changed what we often think is the solution is within us, and we just ruminate around the solutions within us. So, what could others have done for you to help? In other words, you're asking, what could have you asked for help from others? Either way, I could have spoken to my therapist, coach, about what I am feeling. I could have asked my trusted friends for counsel or support. I could have called people who I know and asked to just listen, for example, just listen. So people could have helped me by becoming a voice of reason. They could have helped me as a counsel support. They could have just been there to listen. They could have given me resources. They could have provided resources to help me, opportunity, opportunities, and everything else, anything else which may be pertinent for this feeling of uncertainty about future. Maybe sometimes distractions may help you. Sometimes going away or taking a break can help you. So these are all the things you could have asked help for from others. And the next question you can ask is, how can I, so me, myself, how can I support myself now in my life about this situation? So again, this is another way of looking at taking a pause, saying, okay, there's this difficult thing which is happening. I'm feeling all these emotions. I know I could have uh, acted in a few ways, and this is making me be like this. And this is the things which I could have done to get help. And next, just really thinking about how you can or how I can help myself in my life. At first, you may draw a blank. There might be nothing. You might be thinking, okay, I'm in a difficult situation. What can I do? So the first thing is asking yourself, are you regulated? So sleep, water, exercise, relations, care, love, kindness, are all these here. Food, obviously, nutrition is very important. So first things first, how can you support yourself is by answering these questions. Are you sleeping well? Are you drinking enough water? Are you exercising? Are you relating to others well? Even during a difficult time. So often in difficult time, we forego a lot of these self-regulatory aspects of life. And this is very important. So the first thing is to start asking the basics. And then you can ask questions about how do I support myself further? Do I express my emotions and feelings about the situation and really get it out of the body. I can use any and all forms of meditations, affirmations, and visualizations, whatever is available to support yourself in this aspect of life. So there are many ways. So your ways will be different. This is just what I am thinking about my situation of feeling uncertain about something in the future. So I can use this, and then most importantly, I can take I can choose what it is that I need right now. Very important question. What do you need right now? So knowing all of this, what is it that you need? So this is where you can start to see what you need to do to support yourself. So right now you may need some space. You may need some help in working through a situation, or you might just need to find the right people, or you might need to challenge certain people or get people out of your life, or you might need some new people in your life. So there are so many things. So asking this question, what do you need right now? Then the next question is, can you accept that you were a child and you couldn't fix that solution? So when you were a child also, and you have nothing to feel bad about. So as a child, we may have had many situations like this, and we were not in charge, we were not able to fix the situation. And can we accept that so many things in life we are not able to fix? And this is where we have to be really honest. Sometimes we say, maybe, maybe I can accept some of the situations I cannot. Maybe it is very important to reflect by yourself. And then the next question, which can really open up more of a discussion around life and where you're going, and with this difficult situation in particular, is, can I accept that sometimes the way I react is a result of my past? Can I recognize it does not have to be this way? And this is the crucial question. Once you answer and understand from the reflections above, you will most probably say, yes, I can accept that sometimes the way I react is a result of my conditioning, my beliefs. And can I recognize it doesn't have to be this way? So, yes, and yes. And in both cases, we then now start to really accept ourselves, who we are, and whatever the situation, difficulty you have been going through, this is a good way to get it out in front of you and reflect and understand that, and review what you have written with kindness, and see that while you can control some of the aspects in your life, but you could not really control the things you went through in the past. So you did not have a choice over that, but you have a choice now. And that is what this inner child reflection does. So hopefully, this exercise gave you some clarity, some ideas, some ways in which you can progress in your journey of healing and improvement and basically enjoying the life we have. So over over a few days, if you keep doing this exercise, you will start to notice some differences, and you will actually help help yourself. You will start to find ways in which you can help yourself, especially when you write it down and process it in this systematic way where your brain then gets really tuned in to a way in which to process emotions. So right now you may be stuck because there is just too much information and you don't know how to process it. So this is one way to really process it by asking a series of questions. These questions can be adapted and changed into situations you might need. But overall, I hope this helps you in some way. So if you like to have this question sent out, please do. And if you like to discuss any other exercises we can do, please do shout. Please do like, follow, and subscribe, and all that jazz. But this has been actually a very good exercise to go through with you. And I think I feel a bit better after doing this. So thank you for being part of this daily practice where we are progressing kindly, accepting ourselves compassionately, and we are here to support one another and grow and change and transform. So practice makes progress and much more. You have been in the daily practice with Nikhil, and I will see you all the next time.